Greetings, gamer guys and gals, and welcome back to Tutorial World. So last time we ended up covering the database and some basic events, which wasn't all that bad. It did run on a little longer than I had originally thought, but this time I hope not to run as long. So I know this time a friend of mine suggested I should go over switches because she always had a little trouble on switches, and I think that's actually a great idea. So I will cover switches, and before I get to that, I did want to show you guys a little shortcut when it comes to mapping. I mean, if you're just making like some game, like non-profit game, just for the fun of it, you can definitely go. And it doesn't matter anywhere as long as you do it on here. You can actually just click any one of these. I'll click here, and you can actually go to load, and there's already some pre-made maps right here. There's a lot of maps too, even a computer room. Wow, that's actually pretty cool looking, to be quite frank. Military base. Didn't even know we had a garage, lab room. Could definitely hospital. Definitely create quite a bit of interesting stuff with this. So I guess for just the heck of it, we can do either a normal town, forest town. We're not going to do abandoned. Mining city, market, fishing village, mountain village. Mountain village is always pretty cool looking. Excuse me. Nomad camp. Um, Now let's just stick with the regular kind of area. We'll do a forest town because it's got a nice little river that goes through. So you just hit OK, and boom, you got yourself a forest town, and it's actually pretty cool looking too. You've got a pub, an armor and weapon area, like a shop, a basic shop, and an inn. And then it looks like over here got a magic shop. That's in case you have it set to where, like some of the Final Fantasy games, or even like Bravely Default, you actually have it to where you have to buy the magic, which is actually pretty cool. Or it could just be magic-based items. Doesn't have to be necessarily the magic themselves. But this is a pretty cool looking place. You've got some basic homes in here too. Looks to be like there's just a couple different homes and one major home, so it's going to be more likely an important person. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to show you a little tidbit when creating a new area. So let's say we're going to create just your basic shop. We'll create just a little shop place. So what we're going to do first, let's say right here on the bridge, you're going to right click, and I'm going to do set starting position of player. So we'll automatically start right here. And before we get to that, we definitely want some music to play. So let's hear some of this music. I'm going to turn my headphones down just a little bit. This sounds like it would be a pretty good one. It's not going to be any battle music. It's not going to be a waltz of any kind. Excuse me. No, that's not it either. Let's see. I don't think it should be a forest or anything like that. Let's see. Wouldn't be Savage Settlement, that's for sure. You know what? We'll just stick with the Gentle Breeze. We'll use this as the song for the town. So we'll hit OK on that. We're not going to have any background sound. That's just like if you want people or whatever. I mean, maybe we could do like a little river sound. Just kind of do it like that. Just a... I'll leave that at there. So we'll do it as a... I didn't mean to keep that playing. Okay, so we'll do it at that little faint river sound since it's not a big river. And so yeah, we'll just do that. No loop. Forest Town. Okay, we'll just stick with that. So now we've got that. So next we got to build a little inside for this little shop here. So you're just going to go right click on the Forest Town. You'll do new, and we'll do just title it shop for now. Or item shop. We'll say item shop since there's multiple shops. And the display name is what appears when you are inside the town. So like say, let me go back to here. Edit this. See, name is Forest Town, but if you said display name, you could say something like um, not Sunkist, Sunkiss. Like say the name of the town's actually Sunkiss, so you can say Sunkiss Town or something like that. And instead of just Forest Town. So now when you enter this area, a little thing will pop up on the screen that says Sunkiss Town, if I remember correctly. So now we're in the item shop. So we do know the shape of the shop is going to be kind of like this. I like to make it to where it's the same on the inside and outside. So it's going to have like this L looking shape, and that's what we're wanting. So we're going to make this have an L looking shape. So first off, not load, what am I doing? Edit. We're going to edit this and make sure that the height is actually a little bit longer. Let's say, well, maybe 20 is a little too long. Let's shorten it down. Say 15 by 11. Well, maybe a little wider than that. I'll just leave it at 15 by 15 because we're going to leave like this area over here in the bottom left corner a little on the black side, if you know what I mean. We also need to change it to where this is set to inside because it's not going to be outside, that's for sure. Oh, I always hate it when I have to cough. Anywho, so we have it on the inside. So we need to give our cells a wall. Now, it's not going to necessarily have this same kind of brick wall, but well, we could do a brick wall on the inside, but that might be a little boring for the inside of a shop. So how about we use this little log cabin kind of style? So we're going to go ahead and just kind of, whoa, forgot I had it on. Well, I can work to our advantage. Maybe, if it would click on the right one. So we're going to say about this much maybe right here. Okay, so first off, we need the ceiling part, and we need to go around it like this. I don't know why I did wall. I should have done the ceiling. So, because this is the part that you're not, this is the part that you're not going to see. So, as for the wall, we actually need a floor first. We'll just do a normal wooden floor, kind of build it to like this. So what I'm going to do is use that paintbrush tool and just kind of paint that all in. I don't know why this is weird. There we go. So that's actually the wall, and this is going to be where you enter the shop. So we're going to leave, let's say, a little, whoa. I usually kind of leave, if I can get off the paint tool, I usually kind of maybe do it like this, just because I like to have a set area where you would exit, but some people will kind of do it like this and then maybe like that, so you would just exit right here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put down a rug, because this will be the entrance. And there's actually a little trick to this. If you right click this spot and hold the shift button down and paste it, it'll look like that, which is actually pretty cool. So it makes it look like the rug actually goes out to the door. Well, we probably don't need it to go in that far. That looks about right. Okay, YouTube or Facebook, thank you. So now, since we've got our entrance, we can actually come over here and let's say this is where our shop person's going to be. So we have it like this. I could probably leave it out like that, so that at least it looks like the shop person goes around there and they're not like surrounded by a table. But so this is where our shop person is going to be. And what's nice about these tables, okay, thank you, Facebook. What's nice about these tables is that you can actually talk to a person from behind the table. So let's say if I take this and do it like that. No, that didn't work. I could have sworn there was a way I was able to do this before, but I don't remember how. And of course, Facebook. Go away, Facebook. If I can remember. I know there was some way. I would do it like that, but it just doesn't look right. I wanted to make it to look like there'd be something here that the person was able to flip up to move out of the way. I don't know. We'll just leave it open like that for now, and I'll just cover it up with like maybe a barrel or something. Or maybe have the barrel right here. So that way it doesn't look like the character can just go right on through. So now we've got that. So if anything, we can always set up an interior, like decorate pretty much. Like for an item shop, they're definitely going to have, let's say we have more of these tables. And let's say we have a table here, and a table here, and a table here. And we have it looking like that. So now you would just go and put some of these items on top of that table. Like say, what do we got here? We're not going to sell food. Okay, anything on this one we can use? No, it's just bigger stuff. So we're just going to have to find something. Say like a basket of apples we'll put on that table. A basket of bread we'll put on that table. Put some bottles on this one. Maybe a single bottle by that bottle. Thing of bread, some bags of stuff. A solo bag. I don't know. Sometimes these items look like they're hanging on. Whoa. Sometimes these items look like they're hanging off the table for some reason, which doesn't make any sense. But well, that's what you got to work with. Let's see. What else can we put on these tables? Maybe some maps. What is this? Scrolls. Yeah, I could see like maps and scrolls and paper and whatnot. Could definitely do like a book of some kind. And how about a map? Got ourselves a map of the world, a book, and maybe a single bag of some kind. So there we go. We've got some items for sale. Now you're not going to technically come up here and buy any of the stuff that's on there. That's not what we're here for. So, I mean, obviously you can like decorate the walls and stuff, but maybe put a picture here and there and just to kind of give it the vibe that there's like stuff in here. Maybe a clock back here for her to keep track of the time and such. But yeah, that's pretty much the most of what's going to be in like a simple run-of-the-mill kind of item shop. So next, we're going to go to the event tab. We're going to click right here, find ourselves an image. So people, I always thought this character looked like a good person, so we'll use that person. They're not going to move, so they're just going to be fixed. So this is going to be our item person. So first off, we're going to find her face. There's her face. And we're going to make her say something like, "Welcome to my shop. What would you like? Welcome to my shop. What would you like? So instead of saying something like, "Oh, what would you like to," or would you like to buy some items or something, and give you a yes or no choice, we'll make it automatically open up the shop menu. So that's going to be under, let's see, I believe it's, yeah, under scene control, under tab 3, there's shop processing. You're going to open that up and you're going to find your merchandises. You just double click the area and we'll say, okay, we'll have a potion. And then you could say standard, which is basically what you set the potion to be priced at inside the database, or you can actually specify a different one if you so wish. So we'll just leave it at standard. Standard potion. Yeah, we can buy a standard potion. We have a standard antidote and maybe a standard eye drops. So there you go. Those are 3 items you can buy right now, and you can add any other items or stuff. Or like if you create more, like say if you did want to sell that bread, you can actually set it to where the bread does something completely different from just restoring 50 HP. You can say it restores 50% of your HP. But so those are items, and you can have this ticked if you only want to be able to purchase there. You can't sell anything. We're just going to leave that alone for now. So that's where we got. So it'll automatically open the shop and you could buy any of those things. And then once you're done, we can have her say, not people 2, people 1. Thank you. Come again. And obviously the H won't be capitalized. So there we go. So now we have our basic simple shop. And if anything, we can put some NPC standing here, any random person, say, let's do, who looks like a normal average Joe? None of those people do. We'll do this guy right here. We'll have him facing up, and we'll have him say something like, I want to buy this bread, but I don't have enough money. And that's what it will make him say, and that's all he says, and that's all he'll ever say. So now we've got a random NPC, we've got ourselves a shop clerk. So now what we can do is we'll right click here, do quick event creation to do transfer, and retain just basically means if you walked onto it facing a certain direction, you'll be facing that direction when you come out. So, I mean, obviously you're going to be facing down when you step on that position anyway. So we'll set it to retain, go to Forest Town, and have them immediately right outside the shop right here. So there we go. And then we go back to the Forest Town. We'll do right click here and we'll do door. If you want to choose a different door, you can. I leave it. We'll go with this one. Go with that door. And then we'll go into the item shop and have it set for here. And obviously we'll be facing up when we go in. So there we go. We've got our shop. So also, if you want to have a different song for the shop, you can actually autoplay BGM and do like some other kind of shop. It's always tough trying to find a good kind of shop music. Yeah, that's not it. See anything down here? Caracat dungeon. It definitely wouldn't be a dungeon. No. 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 None of these are any good. I could see that one being shop music. I could see that being shop music too. I like that one better, so we'll stick with Town 8. Whoops. Meant to hit OK. Hit OK. So that's always cool. So now if we go up to hit play, and it's going to take its sweet time to load, as always. So now we can load up the game. We're starting in this town, little old sun-kissed town. I love how you can actually walk behind these trees too. It's actually pretty cool. So then now we go inside our little shop that we just made. So now we're in here. Can talk to... Whoops, I hit the wrong button. I want to buy this bread, but I don't have enough money. And he just turns back and looks at it. Welcome to my shop. What would you like? So we can go to buy, and we could buy some stuff if we had any money, which we do not have any money. So we can't really do anything here, and this is how you would sell stuff too. So we got our shop. She's like, thank you, come again, even though you're just window shopping today. So that's basically how you would set up a shop, and how you would like set up another map to tell or warp you to a new map. So we've got ourselves a shop. So one quick thing, or the last thing I want to talk about is say, let's say edit. This will only work if you had a key item in your inventory. We'll come down here to like say 75. If you have item 75 in here. If not, so we'll do a new page. New event page. We'll have to select that same door again, which was this one. And we'll have it show text. We're not going to have any face. This is usually where I'll do like I always put it in the middle, and I'll do like a dim and say it's locked. And I wonder if we can put in a sound. So let's go find a sound effect. See if there's a no. I think there's like a door like sound or something. No. I could have sworn there was like a sound effect that sounded like the door was locked or something, but maybe I was just imagining things. It wouldn't be a knock, that's for dang sure. Oh well, we just won't, I guess we won't use a sound effect then. So X-nay on the sound effect. So we'll just have it say it's locked, and this will only happen if you have the key item. So if you go to your database, go down to your items, go all the way down here to what we said 75. See if we can find an icon here that looks like a key. Right here. Yeah, we'll just use this one for now. So we have got our key. We could title this shop key. Let's make the item say strange, like the key to the item shop. So there we go. So occasion, remember, set it to never. You don't want to ever make it usable. And consumable will be no. So anything else is, and we have it set to key item. So there we go. So the nothing else here matters. So just hit OK or apply. So now we got to find an area where we can put this key. Where would be a nice, cool area? How about right here on the edge here? So we can actually set this, just do a quick transfer again, not a transfer, a quick treasure. Let's change it to a little wooden chest. That sounds good. So item, we'd go down here to number 75 for our shop key, and that'll be it. So when we come over here and open this, it'll have the shop key. So everything should be set in place. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit no. I meant to hit yes. So everything should be set in place. So this is how switches work. Well, this is not technically, I mean, it is technically a switch in a sense because you're requiring a shop key. But say this will only appear. Well, no, we're just making it too confusing. So, in a sense, switches work the exact same way, okay? So, let's say instead of it was a key, it would be like you have to talk to a person. You have to find a person and talk to them, and then they will say, oh, okay, so the shop should be open right now. By that, you can actually set a switch, which is pretty simple. You just go in here, go to control switches, and it's going to be a single one. So you would choose anyone. If, let's say, we chose 15 for whatever reason, we say open shop, not ship, open shop. So you'd select it as open shop, and you would say, this will turn that switch open shop on, okay? So whenever you, so let's say you came over to this, and this would, you would have to click on switch, select open shop, and this is saying if switch open shop is on. So if that switch is on, then this will happen. So it's essentially the same exact thing. So we're actually going to delete that. So I'm just going to show you how that plays out. So we'll hit continue. It's loading up. I think it's actually a pretty good song for this opening area. So we've got this. It's now saying it's locked, so we can't go in there. All we have to do now is go and find where the key went. And fortunately for us, we know where it is. So now we have the shop key. So now we should be able to go right back. I can actually cheat right here and just hold control. That's another thing you could cheat when you're testing. You can actually hold control and you can run through stuff. But that's only while you have control held down. Wait a second. I should have that key item. Hold on. Let me go double check on that chest, because I should have that key. Shop key was found. Shop key +1. Okay. We should definitely have the shop key in our inventory. So, why didn't this work? First off, I'm going to delete this one. Have this one set first, and then this one set second. Let me go double check. I'm not entirely sure why that didn't even work. I'm going to shortcut up here. So we have ourselves a shop key. See, it's in our key items. Okay. So this should work. There it goes. Now it worked. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. So now we have that whole thing fixed. But just to double check and make sure, we're going to come right down over here. Whoa. Okay, it does say locked. Okay, so that's essentially how switches work. I mean, I could end up setting up another one, like a quick and easy one. Like, say we have a person here, I guess, do people for, we'll do this person for some reason or another, and he'll say, give him a face. If we'll just make him say blah blah blah, and that's it. He'll just say blah blah blah, but now if we go to, we'll do copy and paste, so we've got the same thing, and this will only happen if we'll replace this and change the name to Whiny Kid or something like that. And this is if Whiny Kid is on. If this will say instead, hold on, I didn't mean to do a new one. I meant to edit this one. I'm sorry for being a pain. There we go. A paean, yes, a paean. I'm sorry for being a paean. I'm sorry for being a pain. So that's what he'll say if that switch is on. So, and we can actually find something to activate said switch, like say this lady's mother is here, or this kid's mother is here, like this, and you talk to her and she says, "Shape up, young man." And then you'll actually have to set the control switch and you'll turn on whiny kid. So then that'll turn on. So we go copy and paste. We'll actually remove that. And this will also happen when she has said that too. But we won't make it say whiny kid. We'll make it say sorry kid. And we'll change this and say good boy. I don't know. We'll just make her say something random. So then this, whenever he goes, I'm sorry for being a pain, we'll have control switches and we'll turn on sorry as well, which will then in turn make her say good boy. So now if we play, go to new game, and we'll just waltz right on over there, and he'll be all like, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And she's like, shape up, young man. And she'll keep saying, shape up, young man, to talk to him. He goes, I'm sorry for being a pain. And he'll keep saying that, and then she'll say, good boy, and good boy. So that's just a basic of how switches are worked into this game. You just basically, it's basically a light switch. You flip a light switch and it causes a light to turn on. That's like the basic way of saying it, hence why it's called a switch. So you talk to this person and it makes this other person say something else. Or you talk to this person and the person might disappear. That'd be kind of creepy. Or you push a rock to a certain spot and a door opens later on, or something like that. I mean, you can do so much stuff with switches. So I hope talking a little about switches and like using items to be able to activate certain things might help you progress through making your own games and such. And so I definitely hope this has been helpful for everyone, not just those people, but just everyone in general. So if you enjoyed this series, this tutorial series, please give me a subscribe and a like and all that good stuff. Give me some comments down below on anything else you'd like help on. Like I did say I wanted to talk about not tutorials, variables at some point, because they're a little trickier when it than switches. So with that said, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial world.